One of the most closely watched congressional races in the country is right here in Indiana.
News 8's Garrett Bergquist is here now to introduce us to the candidates hoping to flip a Northwest Indiana seat. Garrett.
Democrats have held Indiana's first congressional district since 1931. That's on the northwest side of the state. That's towns stretching from Gary to Michigan City. National polling organizations still list it as lean Democrat, but this was once a reliably blue state. I caught up with the Republican frontrunners. Republicans in the first district primary say they're excited about this race.
And we are continuing to make great ground. There's a huge groundswell. People are excited about the candidacy, but also I think they're just excited about a change.
I think that all communicates the vision that we brought forward as far as, how conservative principles help strengthen communities. And particularly when we're at a point in time when we're seeing record levels of inflation.
Democrat Frank Mervan currently holds the seat. The district has drifted closer to toss-up territory since the start of the year. Both the state and national Republican parties are now pouring resources into trying to flip this seat. I raised this issue with our panelists during last Sunday's episode of All Indiana Politics. How concerned should Democrats be about holding on to this seat?
I don't think we should be concerned. I think Congressman Mervan's going to hold that seat. It's been a Democratic congressional district for a very long time.
How important is it who wins this primary?
Whoever wins is going to have the right message and be able to connect with the people, because a lot of times the people, specifically in Northwest Indiana, feel like they've been disconnected.
Jennifer Ruth Green and Blair Milo have dominated the GOP's fundraising. Milo's a Navy veteran and a former mayor of LaPorte.
Some of the greatest threats that are facing our country and communities are coming from these extremely harmful policies that Washington, D.C. is advancing. So I had a number of colleagues that I worked with as mayor of LaPorte that reached out and encouraged me to get involved in fighting for our communities.
Green is an Air Force veteran who runs an aviation-focused nonprofit for at-risk youth.
I'm running because I see a clear lack of leadership in Washington, D.C. There's a clear struggle for me as a military leader, having been in the military for 22 years. I just saw that, the lives of military members were subject to the whims of politics.
I asked each of them if there's one issue in particular that's not getting enough attention in the primary.
Fighting for strong American families. That's the biggest thing that's under attack. And I want to stand for strong American families because they're the bedrock of our society.
We have just an incredible opportunity to showcase how Northwest Indiana is an example for regions, districts across the country of what the kinds of results can be.
The winner of Tuesday's Republican primary likely will face Mervan in November. We expect Mervan will win his primary. Garrett Bergquist, WishTV, WishTV.com, and follow us on Facebook.